Got the YouTube recording started. Alright. Wow, immediately we're getting phoned by fucking Tully Fisher. Not with a waterstone, unfortunately. Rip. Hey Derek, how's it going, man? How you doing? Alright. So when we left it off last time, we actually just got to Kanto. We haven't actually done anything in Kanto yet. We basically, I basically just ran straight over to Celadon because I wanted to catch a Houndour while it was nighttime, which we actually managed to do. So that's pretty nice. The only thing we're going to actually be starting... Unfortunately, we are going to be starting the stream with a little bit of grinding to try and get our Houndour up to the same level as the rest of the... try and get it up to the same level as the rest of the team, which may look like it would take a while, but luckily with the speed up function we should be able to get it done fairly quickly, I would say. I'm just trying to think where the best place to train would be. At level 18 with those moves. If I can... Let me think. Hold on. Let me actually look up Houndour. I don't remember what level it evolves on, as well as what moves it learns by level up. Because I'm pretty sure Houndour actually does get a pretty decent level up moveset in this game. Okay, it evolves on level 24, so that's quite early. That's kinda the level we're looking for. And yeah, okay, so he doesn't... Okay. He gets bite on 20, which is nice. Nice stab dark move. And then faint attack on 27. So they're basically the same kind of power and stuff, so it's not gonna really make a difference. But he does get flamethrower on 35 and crunch on 43. So by the time we get him caught up with everybody else, he's gonna have two really good, basically two of the best stab moves that he can have. Or basically the two best stab moves he can have in the game. Except possibly Fire Blast instead of Flamethrower, but that's pretty good. Outside of that, oh, we actually could throw Shadow Ball on Houndour as well. I don't really see. In fact, no, there's no point in that. It's kind of pointless to throw Shadow Ball on him because it literally does the same as Crunch, but isn't as powerful. So that would be kind of pointless. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll just see what happens with him, but for now, we gotta actually go get him leveled up. The question is where? Also, the question is, can I actually... Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, can I get back to Kanto right now? I don't think I can. I think... Oh, you know what, actually? Today's Saturday, right? The SS Aqua, I'm pretty sure Saturday's one of the days that it goes on. I wonder if this is the day that it goes from Kanto to Johto, because that would actually be really useful. Generation 2, let's see. Voyages. No, it's not. Kanto to Johto is every Sunday and Wednesday. And then Johto to Kanto is Mondays and Fridays. So tomorrow is... Very likely tomorrow is going to be the only day that the SS Aqua is going to be running that we can actually use it on. Interesting. Well, then that begs the question, how the hell am I going to get back to Kanto? Because there's not going to be any Pokemon high enough leveled for me to train against here, really. Well, not right now at least. The only thing I can really do is... Yeah, the only thing I could really do to get back to Johto right now, to train, would be to go to the Indigo League and then just run down through Victory Road, which actually should not take too long if I just have the speed up going and stuff. Yeah, that shouldn't take too long to just like run through everything like really fast like this. Yeah, I think the only way to get back is to either get the until we do the power plant to get the train ticket, or if the boat is going. Pretty much because the thing is to get from Johto to Kanto is super easy. We literally just have to come here, surf over a few tiles, and then we can fly anywhere we want because we're in Kanto. But to get back to here, to Johto that's the thing that's a pain in the arse. Alright. So, for training up Houndour, I think probably around Goldenrod, maybe north of Goldenrod, is where we're probably going to train. And then once he's, I think maybe once he's went up a few levels, we can go below around Ekritique. And I guess the best place to train once we get him high enough leveled would be next to Mahogany, where all the Weeping Bells and Tangles and stuff are. Oh, you know what? Actually, hold on. That's a good point, Derek. The bug catching contest is on. That'll be a great. This is going to be a great place to train. If we can knock everything out, if we can outspeed and knock everything out with one Ember, the amount of experience we get from wild Beedrills, Butterfrees, and possibly Scythers and Pincers would be like ridiculous. The only problem is we do have to worry about the fact that he's going to be our only Pokemon in there and we can't heal him. So if we get to an amount of health that's a little bit too low, then we will have to stop. But this is probably honestly one of the better places to train right now, because we can't actually catch anything in the bug catching contest. And you definitely get better Pokemon for experience in here. So, alright, hold on. While I'm in here, I should get some background music on for us training. You never know. I mean, we are like... I'm pretty sure the Scythers in here are only ever on like level 11, so you never know. I mean, Houndour's got decent speed. Question is... No, we can't. The question is, can we one-shot a Beedrill? And we can't. That makes me a little bit sad. But they also shouldn't really have any moves that can hurt me really that badly at all. So... Actually, you know, I'm probably going to run out of PP with Ember before before we get to the point of having no, of being able to be a little bit too low in HP. Put it over Leer. No point in having Leer if you've not got any physical attacks. Keep Ember for, yeah, the stronger stuff. Ah, well, look at that, Derek. We actually did. We actually did outspeed the Scyther. Told you. With the level difference and we're actually having a pretty decent speed stat, I figured we'd be able to. Well, I think this is working pretty well. We may actually get him evolved before we fucking finish. Nah, but I was gonna say we may have him evolved by the time we finish with this, but that's probably not gonna happen. Close though. Level 22, damn. Alright, we'll just quit. And we don't care who won, because we weren't actually trying to win. Alright. Oh, hello. Tweaking. Just chilling there. Alright. Heal up. We're able to train against the Pokemon here now, I think. Doggo versus Doggo. Got some dog fighting going on. Ah, the Pokemon here really really are better when they're when it's nighttime, isn't it? Like for training at least. I think Growlithe was this common on this route. We're literally getting nothing but Growliths and Pidgeys. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we're about to evolve. Da 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 da. Houndoom. Alright. I think honestly we're probably high enough level to jump over here now. Ooh, not quite enough to one-shot the Weeping Bell, but oh damn. The actual amount of experience we got from that Tangler. Holy crap. Could you not? If we can just get Tanglers and nothing else, that would actually be amazing. Yeah, the question becomes when I think that I'm thinking the next place to like where we're going to actually be able to have decent levels to train against will be Victory Road and the grass outside of that healing house. But the Pokemon there were like early mid 30s, I think, were they not? Or at least early 30s. So I would want to wait till I'm at least at like mid 30s before I go there. But we're probably going to be here for a little while because there isn't really anywhere better. The area below Blackthorn isn't going to work because that's nothing but... That's just nothing but rock and ground types mostly. Unfortunately. The Ice Cave would actually be a nice place to train if it wasn't for the fact that the most common things in there are just Golbats and Swinubs. Like if Jinxies and Sneasels and even Delibirds were more common, they would actually be really good for experience, but they don't show up that often. Yeah. Right. It's not like this is slow though. We're still training. Training we're doing here is still pretty fast overall. Not too bad. Walkie-tongues and anglers are at least keeping the experience pretty high. How was Crashy's stream last night, by the way? I am actually a little bit sad that I missed it because I had to go to bed early. Even though I raged pretty hard last time we played that Scribble game, it was still a lot of fun. Kind of sad that I missed out on playing it with you guys again. Yeah, I think when we get to 34 I might go to Victory Road and see how the levels are there. Oh, it's Raikou! Hello. I'll do my usual, throw a Pokeball at you, see what happens. Rip. I'd probably be. I'd actually probably be better off just running there. Oh, in fact, do I have waterfall? Nope. Never mind. I'm gonna have to go the opposite way. Alright. Okay, we can one-shot. Sandslash we can't one-shot, the other ones we can. Can't one-shot thing. Although we are about to get Crunch, which might put our damage up to high enough to knock them out. In fact, wait, no? Didn't they say I get Crunch on 35? Or was it higher? I don't think they do that. Oh wait, that was Houndour that I was looking at. Yeah, I bet Houndoom probably. Oh no, don't tell me. No, there's no way it's as high as that. Really? Hold on. With Houndour, it was Flamethrower on 35, Crunch on 43. Please don't tell me with Houndoom it goes up to... It doesn't go up to 52, does it, for Crunch? Really? I just... Oh my god, oh, 41 for Flamethrower, 52 for Crunch. Jesus. I didn't know it was going to jump up as high as that. Oh god. Well, I mean, at least we're going to get Flamethrower before we, for when we're caught up. Going to be waiting a little bit longer for Crunch, but I mean, Pain Attack is still a stab attack that will do decent damage, I guess. God damn it. Alright, well. I mean, it probably wouldn't have been a great idea to try and keep a Houndour train. It wouldn't have been, yeah, the best idea to try and train a Houndour all the way up to 42 without evolving it, though, to be honest. Like, that wouldn't have... It would have been very likely to die while training if I did that, so... That's a shame. Yeah, only a couple more levels and we should start like one-shotting everything in here. Rip. I was glad this Sandslash doesn't have a ground move of any kind. Hey Kaison, how's it going, man? We're just doing some grinding for our new Pokemon right now. Only like 4 more levels we need to do, and then we'll be good to go. Still resetting for that shiny Cyndaquil? Oof. What are you on now? I think the last time I think the last update we used that we saw from you was on Thursday's stream. I think you said you were at like 200 odd. I'm pretty sure. I imagine you've probably been doing it for the last couple of days a little bit. Now you're at 700? Damn, dude. God, that sucks. Yeah, that's the thing that comes with it though. There we go, that's finally getting Flamethrower. That is the unfortunate things that comes with soft resetting with full odds. You could end up being there a while unless you're just like the luckiest person out. I'm taking it 250 resets a day though, so this is day 3, so I have 50 more for the day before I move on to other things. That's maybe a good way of doing it. So you're just not doing it constantly. Like, just set it to like, I'm gonna do this amount each day, and you'll eventually get into it. Oh, I don't think you did, Derek. Really? Fuck, dude. You gotta try and be careful you don't catch it, film. I sell one of those masks that all the people in Japan always wear, so you don't catch anything from him. Make sure he doesn't like use the same like towel or anything as you. That sucks, man. I feel bad for your roommate though. Oh, nice. That's good then. Even if you're wanting to just play regular Gen 2, you've still got other options there. Oh, that's good then. I guess as long as you keep washing your hands and stuff, and you might manage to get through without catching it from him. But you gotta be careful with that shit. Hey, that's not we. I wasn't actually paying attention there. We actually got to 44. Yay! Ah, look at that. We actually, in less than half an hour, managed to grind the Pokemon from 18 to 44. Not too bad. Nice. That's a good shout. That's a good shout. Well, I imagine if it's a flu, not a cold, he's probably, I assume he's probably going to be bedridden as well. So he probably isn't going to be out round about the house too much. So you might be fine with not having to worry too much about him, but yeah. Okay. Ba-da-da-da. We finished training. Yeah. Okay, so now that we are done training them, let's add them to the overlay. I kinda didn't want to add them to the overlay because just in case they ended up dying while we were training them. Because I think we've actually had that happen before. Alright. Oh, really, dude? Nice. What kind of car? I was gonna say, I was literally about to ask what kind of car, but then I realised there's literally no point in me asking that because I know fuck all about cars, and you could literally say any car model, and I won't even know anything about it. I won't know if that's a good car or not. I completely pointless for me to even ask that question. Okay, so now that we got training done, we can actually make some progress in Kanto. And the first thing to do, I guess, would be to do Vermilion. Now, we're not going to get an encounter here in the water because we want big ol' Snorlax to be our encounter for when we get the Pokeflute. And we're going to Master Ball his arse. So, for now, we're just going to explore and then probably just do the gym. And hopefully not get our arses kicked. Ah, I see. Also, are you going to use the payments that she's given you for your old car to basically pay for the new one? You know what I want to check? We've gotten a lot of rare candies, but not used a single one. I want to see. I want to actually check how many rare candies we have in our PC. Because I think we have a decent amount. I'll need to deposit this one anyway. And deposit the metal coat and the max elixir and the elixir. Yeah, we can keep the berries though. Alright, let's see, what do we got? 5 rare candies, wow. 5 rare candies, 2 PP ups, magnet leaf stone, thunderstone, firestone, and then a bunch of elixirs and hold items for alright. Cool. That's the main reason I even thought about getting my car replaced, is because her car is starting to cost a lot of money to maintain, and my car only had a 65k miles on it. Basically, her payments to me are just to take a little edge off the payments that I'm going to be making. That's a good way of doing it. Actually, that's pretty good, being able to do that. So basically, your sister is going to have an easier time paying off that car, and then you're also getting your hands on a new car, and it's not going to be a big burden on you because of the payment she's giving you. That's pretty smart, dude. Okay, so I guess we might as well just do the gym. Not really anything else to do here in Vermilion. Although, hold on, actually. Now here's the thing, for anyone who is wondering about, oh, what about level limits in Kanto? Are you gonna, yeah, next level limit is red, which is 81. There's not really any, there's not really any way to have a level limit on the gym leaders in Kanto, because a lot of them are all around the same level, and trying to keep your team under all of them when there's no when you do them in a weird order and all the levels are so close together, it's basically impossible. So we're just gonna wing it. Most of the gym leaders were still gonna probably be around the same level as when we fight them, for the most part. There's maybe gonna be 1 or 2 that were, you know, a bit higher than, but for the most part they're all gonna be about the same anyway, so. Just want to look up real quick what level thingy is on. Okay, so Surge. Okay. Surge's highest level's 46, so that's fine. I think in Hard Gold and Soul Silver he's a bit higher. I think they actually boosted the levels of the gyms, but in this he's about the same level as us, so we should be fine going in there. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty much just going to mainly use Chicago in here to just earthquake everything in sight. The only thing that kind of worries me is Surge's 2 electrodes. If either of them come out and explode, it could be very dangerous. So I think... oh god. I think for now, Chicago should be fine dealing with the trainers. When we get to Surge, I'll probably have Chia out front to set up a Reflect to try and help deal with the possible explosion moves going on. Yes, we got the soft sand from the trainers below Goldenrod, and Chicago is holding it. I doubt there's anything in this gym that can survive an earthquake from Taurus here. As long as we can get, as long as we move first, whatever we're fighting is pretty much going to be dead. We're probably going to have to run out and heal up our PP at some point. That's the only thing. This guy's got 4 electrodes. Christ almighty. Excuse me. You think them exploding on the first turn is unlikely? Really? Although the issue is, as well, there's a good chance that his the first electrode that comes out could go for the thunder wave and paralyze me, which could also be kind of annoying. Yeah, I guess that's a good point. He is a juggler, so out of all the Pokemon he has, he would go for the ball Pokemon. I think his highest level's Electabuzz on 46. Gentleman Gregory. Oops, did not mean that. I was too busy yawning. Alright. Guess it didn't matter. Oh, you know what? I just... In fact, no, it's Saturday the day of the helmet. I was about to say, oh my god, it's Sunday, we should go and get returned for Chicago, but it's Saturday. That's how fucking tired I am from having to get up early today. God. I think it's the wrong goddamn day of the week. Yeah. For anyone who may have not known, because I don't think I mentioned it at all. I basically was in saying in Crashy's Discord yesterday, but my dad is getting married in July of this year, and I'm gonna be a groomsman. So I needed to go today with him and his brother and one of his mates. We're basically my dad's brother, my uncle, and then one of his mates and myself. The 3 of us are going to be groomsmen, and my dad and the 3 of the groomsmen, we're all going to be wearing the full kilt suit for the wedding. So we had to go get fitted for that today to basically just get our measurements done so that they can get all the right stuff ready and then send it out to us. So I had to kind of get up early to do that today, and I didn't get much sleep last night, so I've been up pretty early and with not a lot of sleep, so I'm pretty tired. But should be fine. But yeah, it wasn't actually that bad. The place wasn't too far away, and I think we were only in there for like an hour and a half. It was pretty quick. That's the good. I guess that's one of the nice things about about kilts is you don't really have to get your measurements for your legs, really. I mean, he literally just has to measure the outside, and that's it. Like, there's no like inseam or anything to be done, so it's pretty nice. Makes it go a lot faster. But yeah, it wasn't bad. It was actually quite a wee shop as well. But it was a pretty nice wee place. Went there, got the measurements done, then we went and got some food, and then headed back home. I think we pretty much done the whole thing within like the span of maybe like 2 hours. So was not too bad. Damn it. Okay, well I'm gonna see if Chia can deal with this Raichu on her own. Wow, really? 2 thunders in a row, right? Alright. And we get fully paralysed. Wow, cool. Wow, 3 in a row? Really? Three thunders in a row, and we got fully paralysed. The luck is on his side, apparently. Jesus. Did not miss a single goddamn thunder. The actual... like... Come on. Really? Oh god. Oh, that's not good. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use my first field healing item. I doubt he would go for the explosion if I'm this low on health. So I'm gonna use this to heal. He'll hopefully go for like the thunder or something and miss. And then we'll set up a reflecting switch. Oh! Oh. That's not good. Oh, that's really, really not good. Okay, well, hopefully that means he's not going to just explode if he's trying to set stuff up. He's only got 1 double team up. So... Oh no, never mind, 2. And he might outspeed us, so he might get a 3rd up. Come on, Chicago, please. Oh, we outsped, but we missed. Oh, okay, we avoided that, thank God. Come on. God damn it! Do they even have explosion, actually? Swift, Screech, double team? Fucking come on! God damn it! Oh, and the reflect faded, alright. Okay. Okay. There we go. Thank God for that. I was waiting to see if he would go for another move that's not explosion, because if I knew, if I could find out that if it didn't have explosion at all, then I would have just switched to Doggo and just spammed Faint Attack on it. If I knew it couldn't hit me with like an explosion move. I was just scared of that, it doing that and knocking me out. Fucking Electrode double team bullshit. Screw you, Surge. Screw you. If I knew I was going to be able to outspeed the Electrodes as well, I would have just kept Chicago in for the whole thing and just earthquaked everything. But I kind of figured they would outspeed and possibly paralyse me or go for the explosion right away and knock me out. Turns out playing it safe for this match actually kind of made it a little bit more difficult. Yeah, nothing surviving that. Ah, you're strong. Bah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yes, I mean Taurus has got a pretty decent speed stat. I think Taurus's speed stat is like 100, or is it high? It's high. I think it's around there. It's around 100ish, I think. But it is pretty fast. Yeah, Electrode's speed stat is like 130 or 40 or something. Like something pretty ridiculous amount higher. So 110 for Taurus, 140 for Electrode. Yeah. That's still a lot though, like a 30-point difference in speed. That's a lot. And the fact that we were able to outspeed it with only 6 level difference. I am still surprised at that. Okay, done with Vermilion. We did get an encounter here on this route before, so we're not going to be doing that. I actually think I'm trying to think what order I actually want to do things in. I don't know if I want to go and try and do the power plant thing like immediately. That might actually be a good idea to try and get the power plant thing out of the way as fast as possible, just so we can get the train ticket, and that way we can go back to Kanto a lot easier, just in case we need to go back to Kanto for anything. So we might do that. Although, before we head up to Cerulean to do that, I'll probably jump into Celadon first, because we need to. Well, for one, we can go over there to see if there's any good TMs and stuff that we can grab, as well as the fact that we may as well go and fight Erica, because well, Houndoom's pretty much going to be able to just solo the entire gym. So and we can finally grab our TM for Psychic. Not that anybody in the team can actually learn it, but it's still a good TM to grab. Oh yeah, we can get the Larvitar as well. Yeah, I completely forgot we were going to do that. Did I actually ever heal in here? I probably should, just so I can actually fly back here at some point. Right, we'll do other stuff in Celadon later. Oh, is it that much, really? We might not be able to. We actually might not be able to afford that. Double team, Psychic, Hyper Beam. I'm pretty sure of those TMs. Pikachu, we have a Pichu, so that's pointless. Porygon, and then Larvitar. 8888. Let me think. How much would that be to buy? It's 10,000 for 500 coins. So that would be about. So that's going to be about 17, say 18 times 18. If we want to just buy the amount of coins to get Larvitar, it's going to cost us 180,000 Pokédollars. And we only have, we do have 166,000 right now, but 180k for a Larvitar that we might not even use. Are we really gonna am I really gonna wait until we get to 180 and spend all of our money on that when we could spend the money on stuff that's actually useful to us? Well, for one, we can likely catch a Larvitar in Mount Silver if we really want one for when we get there. And two, our money can probably be better used for actually getting healing items, Pokeballs, and TMs and stuff that we can actually use. As much as I hate to say that, because getting a Larvitar that's on level 40 would actually be lovely, but that's just a lot. That's a lot of money. And I don't really plan on spending. Don't really plan on playing the slots to try and get the money. Oh, you know what? That was pointless. You get a TM curse off that guy, but you can only get it from him at night time, so that was pointless. Oh, you know what we can get here as well? Ba-da-da-da. Leftovers. Yeah. One of the best held items in the game. We just get it for free. Who do I want to give this to? That's the question. Oh, you know what? I think Hentai or Chia. Because they're both quite bulky. Hentai kind of needs the quick claw, I think. What are you holding, Hentai? Mystic Water? In fact, I'm give it to you. I'll get it to the quick claw. I'm gonna keep the quick claw for somebody else, I think. I don't know, PP up. Well, you know, since we've got 3 PP ups and we're about to get the TM for Giga Drain, I need cut on somebody. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, if I got rid of Whirlpool, I could have put it on him again. For can Houndoom learn it? By any chance? Damn it. You know what? I'm literally not going to use Hentai in the gym at all. I'm just going to go grab Quatella so we can get in there. Just fucking... I'm not going to be using... In fact, the Chia's probably better off with Chia, to be honest, in there. Because Hentai isn't weak to grass and has got a poison move, so actually might actually be quite useful in the gym if need be. But more than likely, Doggo's just gonna sweep the entire place. Hey, Talnov, how's it going? Yeah, we're in Kanto now. We've just went into Erica's gym in Celadon City. This is gonna be a breeze. Did I shiny hunt Celebi? No. I'm not playing this on the 3DS. I'm playing it on an emulator. So the shiny or the Celebi event isn't unfortunately is not available to me. Not in this playthrough at least. I probably will. Yeah, I probably will buy it. This game on Virtual Console and do that at some point, but yeah. I would have liked to have done that though. It would have been actually really fun to Nuzlocke this on the actual 3DS, and then once we finished the playthrough, do some streams of me trying to get a shiny Celebi. That would have been cool. But unfortunately, no 3DS capture card, so that is not something we can really do. This is why I'm excited for the Switch coming out with a Pokemon game, because I'll actually have a way of capturing it, which means I'll be able to do a playthrough of the new Pokemon game on my stream. Not only that, but then we'll also be able to actually do shiny hunting streams, which I've always wanted to do. So I'm excited for that. It's faster to hunt for shiny Celebi than it is for starter. For the starter of Cyndaquil? Really? Is that just for the like text boxes and stuff, I guess? Because with Celebi, you just have to encounter it and then see if it's that or not. Whereas with Cyndaquil, you have to grab it, go through the whole nickname thing, and then Elm probably talks to you, and then you can finally like have a look at it. Oh, masochistic means that's like a word to describe people who get pleasure from pain. I was watching Celebi Geo hunt for the Celebi on stream while I was doing some resets yesterday, and he could get back to Celebi before I could get back to the starter. Yeah, I imagine that's the case. Such is the pain of full hot shiny hunting. Never thought I'd hear Frankie Boyle talking about masochism. You know what? The amount of times I get called Frankie fucking Boyle is ridiculous. Just because I got a ginger beard doesn't mean I look like Frankie Boyle. Today, like literally today, when I came out, my uncle and my dad's mate, when we were going for the kilt fitting, they literally said to me, "Oh look, it's Frankie Boyle." And then when we got to the kilt fitting place, the guy who was doing our measurements also called me Frankie Boyle, and then they also called me, and then also said, called me Ed Sheeran at one point. And I'm just like, just because, like, do you just think that any ginger person with facial hair just looks the same? Like, come on. Like, Frankie Boyle, I can kind of see with the glasses and stuff and the kind of long beard. But really, Ed Sheeran? Ed Sheeran? That's just, like, not even, like, what? Makes no sense. My head hair is brown, but my beard is red. Yeah. Yeah, I know somebody like that as well. My hair's actually gotten a lot darker over time. When I was a teenager, the head on my hair was a lot lighter coloured. It's gotten a lot darker over time, and my beard hair is a lot darker than my head hair as well. So it's a bit weird. Well, I'm close. I'm not from Glasgow specifically, but I'm from the area. I am from North Lanarkshire, which is pretty much right next to Glasgow, so. Yeah, yeah, I get that. I get that. There's a small part of me that just thinks, with the amount of fucking people that call me Frankie Boyle, like, I genuinely think if I lost a bit of weight to get to about the same size as Frankie Boyle and just walked about Glasgow, I could probably pass myself off as him. Like, I could probably fucking pretend that I was Frankie Boyle to people, especially if it was like a Saturday night where everybody's pissed walking about. You're like, fuck it, I'm gonna go be Frankie Boyle for the night. get all the attention, eh? Yeah, fucking famous comedian. Yeah. I'm happy with the team we've got right now. It's a solid team. Alright, well, we destroyed the absolute shit out of her. God. Do you know what I find really, really fucking weird about that, right? Is that I remember years and years ago, back when I was like, probably, I don't even know, back when I was maybe like 19, 20, I remember, I don't even know if it was that long ago to be honest, but it was quite a few years ago. It was definitely when Ed Sheeran was still like, you know, somewhat famous, like back in his earlier career. I remember there was a girl that I was talking to online, and I remember one day she randomly said to me, "Oh, has anybody ever told you that you look like Ed Sheeran?" And I was like, "No." And I thought she was like crazy. Like I was like, "What?" I was like, "I don't think I do at all," and nobody's ever said that to me. And I was like, I guess if you think that, okay, but I genuinely don't see it. And then I remember I even said to one of my friends that she said that, and he had the same reaction as me, where he was like, "That's fucking stupid, you look nothing like him." And I was like, "Thank you." That's what I said. And that was the only time that anybody had ever called me Ed Sheeran until today. And now apparently some other guy thinks I look like him just because I'm fucking ginger. Goddamn racist. Also, just as a warning, I know fucking no Ed Sheeran songs. Literally know nothing about his music, so if you guys try and do any jokes with references to his songs, I literally didn't know any of his songs at all. Not my kind of music, so it's just gonna go right over my head. Fucking Carrot Top. I mean, he's not even got facial hair, come on. I know it's not a race, that's the joke. I mean, at least when I get compared to Kevin Bridges. At least when I get compared to Frankie Boyle and Ed Sheeran, I'm somewhat getting compared to people with actual fucking talent, unlike Carrot Top. Gingers all look the same to me. Pretty much what it is. Alright. Hey, okay, so this is where we can get... Okay, so this is where we can get Hidden Power for multiple Pokemon. Sunny Day. That's Protect. Rain Dance. And then I think that's Sandstorm. So we could buy... I'm gonna buy a bunch of Hidden Powers. Okay, let me think. Who in the team's got a free, like, move slot that we can throw something on? For Hidden Power. We could maybe get rid of Whirlpool and put it on Hentai at some point. I could maybe put it on Chicago over Headbutt and hope that it's a physical kind of type. Sabrina's good. Can maybe put it over Shikaka's Bite, I think. And then we could definitely put it over Doggo, over Roar or Smog. Right. We'll have to test the three of them at some point to try and figure out what type their hidden powers are. But that can be done later. When we're actually doing that shit. I don't think there's really anything else in here that we can do. Do you guys sell anything useful? Proteins? No, okay. Okay, so now I want to go up to Cerulean to try and get the power plant thing done. Bum, 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 bum. Just ran into a wild Hooto with a Master Ball held item. Damn. And I've got a Pokemon with Covet. Jesus. That's pretty goddamn lucky, dude. Alright. Up against the guy in Monty's gym, and I put my Cleffa first thinking, ha, it's immune to ghost types, and now I hit with Dizzy Punch, which is immune to... yeah. Good job, dude. You basically put yourself in a situation where neither Pokemon can hurt each other. GG. Oh, we can get an encounter here. You have to, like, can you not switch? Oh wait, did it use Mean Look on you before you could switch out? Oh, rip. There's yeah, it hit you with the Mean Look and then the curse as well. Oh, that's bad. That sucks, man. That's a bad way of losing a Pokemon. Speedo. Good thing I'm not doing a Nuzlocke run. That's a good true. Alright. Well, Speedo is not what I'm looking for. Is there anything actually... Is there any Pokemon actually here that I can catch? Rata. Speedo. There's Ratas and Speedos? All that's here? Seems like it. Oh, a Sandshrew. There's something new that we don't have. That I literally have no way of damaging because it's only level 10. I was just gonna have to throw great balls and hope. Hey. That was easy. Sandshrew. The mouse Pokemon. What do I want to call you, Sandshrew? Another female as well. Jesus Christ. So many ladies. Is Lugia shiny locked? I don't think the shiny lock existed in those games. Did it? Wait, is it actually? I didn't think shiny lock was even a thing in Gen 2. I don't know. You'd probably be better googling it, dude. I don't think they shiny locked the old games, did they? Oh, there's no numbers in this. Shit, I was gonna call her X-23 from the from X-Men, but there's no numbers in this. Shit. Well, that's the idea out the window. Yeah, I didn't think it was shiny locked. Just full odds, so you might be there a while. Yeah, I guess we'll just do that instead. X23, and we'll just spell it out. That works. Just barely. X23. I think that's that weird fucking thingy item, isn't it? Diggly dig, diggly dig. I don't know if I would have a Diglett in my house just tearing up the floor like that. I already came in here, didn't I? Yeah, the guy's not here yet. I'm gonna have to actually go over to the power plant before that guy shows up. Alright, let's run over there. Try and get this done quickly so we can grab the, get the fucking goddamn cut! In fact, you know what? There's the move deleters in this, isn't there? I think there's a move deleter in, in fact, no, there's not. Is there? I was gonna say, isn't there a move deleter in Lavender Town as well, but I don't think there is. I think the only one that exists is the one in Blackthorn. Fuck's sake. I'm gonna go check. Actually, screw it. Ah, screw it. Fucking nothing but Magnemites, really? Yeah, I would rather shiny hunt in the new games as well, just so you can have better odds of stuff. Having the full odds in the old games is just ridiculous. I don't hate myself, I kinda do. Up to 750 resets? No, didn't get it. Rip. Rip the dream. I'm pretty sure there isn't a move deleter here. I think it's in... Get out of the way, bitch! Jesus. Might actually just be another name rater here. Yeah, that's what I thought. Fine. You know what? Just because this is going to be a pain in the ass otherwise. Back through this fucking cave again. Back to Kanto so that I can get cut on my... Get into Whirlpool and get cut on my Tentacruel so I can actually do shit in Kanto. I do have fly, but you can't fly from Kanto to Johto. You have to go... You have to be in one of the regions to fly somewhere in there. Unfortunately. I can't use the railroad because I haven't done the power plant section yet. That's literally what I was about to do. I was about to go and do the power plant side mission so that we can get the rail system to work, so that I was about to, but I needed to have cut to get to the power plant and I didn't have anybody to use it on, so that's why I had to come all the way over here to get cut. Don't make me... Don't make me ban you. You motherfucker. God damn it. Alright. Now we can finally go over here, for God's sake. Oh. Oh. Alright. Oops. Okay. Ba 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 ba. Oops. That's fair. Really turn my heat off. It's getting actually kind of hot in here. It's getting hot in here. I'll take off all your clothes. Yeah. Oh my god, dude, that sucks. You have Foresight and Odor Sleuth in your TM randomizer? Rip. What do you mean? Do you not have clothes on right now? I mean, not exactly the kind of person to stream it in the nude. I don't know. It's kind of cold here to be doing that kind of stuff. Plus, I have a roommate, so. Come on, Chia. Could you wake up, please? Come on. For fuck's sake. Would you wake up? Oh my god. Finally! On like turn 5? Jesus. Right, we can get an encounter here as well. Fucking Rattata. The only kind of shitty thing about Kanto is even though you're going to be getting a bunch of new Pokemon to possibly catch, they're all so... they're all so low leveled that it's kind of impossible to even damage them. So you gotta just throw Pokeballs and hope. Unless you're lucky enough to have something with a False Swipe, that is. I think the only two Pokemon you can really get in this game that will that get False Swipe is Marowak and Scizor. Oh, come on. Don't be a cunt all your life. How do you get a moonstone? The two easiest ways to get a moonstone. If you had your mother save money for you in the game at the start, if she gets enough money, she will buy a moonstone for you. If you're not wanting to wait as long as that, the only other way to get one is once you get surf. After beating Morty, if you go back to New Barktown and surf over to the Kanto area to the east, you can go into the Tojo Falls cave and surf over to where there's a moonstone, and you can grab one there. That's pretty much the earliest one you can get, as far as I'm aware. I think there's also one at the Ruins of Alph that you can surf to get, but I don't know exactly where that is. Do I think pineapple belongs on pizza? No, I do not, and if you do, you're a heretic. And you should be burned at the stake. I mean, I'm actually not a fan of pineapple on its own, to be honest. It's one of the few fruits that I actually don't really like that much. I was gonna unsub if you did. Wow. Yeah, I'm all meat lovers and peppers on pizza. That's like my favourite things. Peppers, jalapenos, pepperoni, meatballs, bacon, and that kind of stuff. That's usually the kind of shit I get on my pizzas. Less than a month until we get our Twitch baby. My first Twitch baby. And hell, it'll also it'll be in the month of February as well. Same month as Valentine's Day. How about that? How about that shit? Oh, really? "18 days to your birthday, huh?" God. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, the next like 3 months are going to be hell for me for birthdays. The amount of close relatives with birthdays over the next like 2-3 months. God damn. Ugh. So fucking many. Am I going to do another one of those dating sims on Valentine's Day? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't know what else I could really do for a Valentine's Day stream, like for the lols. Like a dating sim seems to be the only kind of game that would be like good for that. I can't exactly play like Honey Pop or Honeycam Studios or anything because those games are kind of banned on Twitch, unfortunately. As fun as that would be to play on Valentine's Day. But I don't know. Fucking Doki Doki. Okay, here's the thing. With Doki Doki. I kinda already know everything that happens in that game. So many people have been streaming it and playing it that I follow. I kinda already know all the spoilers of the game. Pretty much. So... Plus... doesn't it take like 3 or 4 hours or longer to get to the actual... You know, that moment of the game? So it's possible I would maybe stream it for like 4 hours and... not even like get to that point. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those games where, like, I'm not really into dating sims, so I wasn't really planning on playing it, and so many other people were playing it and talking about it that I just ended up seeing all of that stuff about it. So... unfortunate. Maybe I could play some other kind of game. Like, Dead or Alive Beach Volleyball. I actually wonder if that's banned on Twitch, that game, because it's pretty provocative, that game, or I should say those games. I'm going to actually use a repel, because you can actually get an encounter here that's an electric type, I think. So I'm going to try and get that. Just play hockey enough time and spend all your time with the fairies. Oh yeah, those sweet polygonal curves on those thick fairies. Gotta love it. Alright, now we can head back and get the part. First though, gonna try and get an encounter on Route 10 here. I think you can get Electabuzzes here, if I'm not mistaken. No, not Speedo. Not what I want. Fucking Speedo, why are you everywhere? Speedo, I don't want you either. Okay, why? Okay, well, I guess we're getting Voltorb as an encounter here. Not really what I wanted, but I'll take it. Probably buy some more Pokeballs at some point. Especially Ultra Balls. Oh, really? Do I have any way of damaging you? I guess I could confuse Royet. That was the only thing I can do. Electabuzz, use Thunderbolt! Gotta love the anime for moments like that. Fucking, come on. There we go. Ball. In fact, no. What's the most ridiculous shape name we can call Voltorb? That's like not even close to what he actually is. I was gonna go for Triangle, which is pretty bad, but Dodecahedron. I don't think that'll fit, what? Oh yeah, he's both went for Dodecahedron. Will that fit? 1, 2, 3, 11, 12. No, that's not going to fit. I think we only have 10 letters. Yeah. We only have 10 letters and that's 12. Rhombus. I fucking, you know what? I kind of like, I kind of like rhombus. I'm gonna call him rhombus. All about the fucking hedrons. I think that's too. I think that would be too many letters as well. I think rhombus is pretty funny. I'll go with that. Alright, let's find that part. Boop. Yo. Oh no, you see me already, I make big mistake. Hey, you forget you see me, okay, you see here, no nothing. Okay, bye kid, nothing. Bye bye, I go. Most ridiculous member of Team Rocket. Oh look, I found it. What are the odds? Almost like I knew it was there. Alright, after we fight him, we'll go give the part back, and then we'll come back here. We'll go up and fight the trainers north, and then we'll fight Misty, and then we shall go and get the pass for the train. I think after that, we'll go down the bicycle road. Fight the Fuchsia Gym, and then go back up through the east of Fuchsia to get up to Lavender, and then when we get to Lavender we can grab the radio card upgrade to get the Poke Flute, and then we can go catch Snorlax, and then head to Pewter City. That's the plan I'm going to go with for us dealing with Kanto. Who am I gonna use against Janine? Fucking anybody. She's like so ridiculously underleveled. I could probably use Chia against her poison types and still beat her. How underleveled she is. I mean, honestly I'll probably just use Alakazam and just literally one shot everything she has. You won't even get a chance to do anything. Janine is she is the gym leader in Fuchsia City because Koga is now an Elite Four member, so he got his like niece, is it niece or daughter or something, to do the gym, take over the gym for him. But she's like so underleveled compared to the other gym leaders for some reason, so she's just like ridiculously easy. Yeah, she's related to Koga in some way, as far as I know. Not sure what the relation is. Christ, fly. Boop, boop. Alright. The potion. Alright, Route 24 encounter. What do we got? I don't even know if we can get anything in here. Wow, a Sunkern, really? Alright. Awesome. What a fucking waste. I mean, I'll catch it anyway, but... Seed. It is very weak, no shit. Thanks for the update, Pokedex. Seems like an appropriate name. Ba 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 da, ba ba la la ba. Pew. Oh. Hold on. Gotta grab him. What the hell is my phone? I just realised I've not got it next to me. What the hell is it? Hold on a second, guys. Found that. It was in the kitchen. I had it in there earlier when I was... I had my phone in there earlier because I was listening to music while I was doing the dishes, and I must have just forgotten to bring it back through. That's just annoying. I think for the most part though, I would say for the most part with these gems, we're pretty much... I don't think we're really going to have trouble with any of them. Misty might be a little bit annoying, and Sabrina might be a bit annoying with her psychic type. In fact, not even. Sabrina's going to be not actually too bad with Doggo there. The only gym leaders usually in Kanto that are actually cause you any issues is Blue, really. He's the only one that's like actually on a pretty high level that has a good variety of strong Pokemon, so... Everybody else should be a walk in the park. Get out of here. I don't know if any of you guys saw my pack opening video that me and Crash did together. We basically opened up, well, Crash joined me while I was opening up about 50 booster packs for the new TCG set Ultra Prism. And goddamn, I got so goddamn lucky with the cards that I pulled from those 50 packs. Like, the amount of really good cards that I got was ridiculous. I think I got two different Dawnwing Necrozmas. No, Duskwing. I got two of the Solgaleo Necrozma ones, and then I got a Lunala Necrozma one. Can't remember the names of them off the top of my head. So I got like three of those GX Pokemon that are like ridiculous. I got a GX Glaceon that seems really good. I got two full art support cards. I got a Cynthia support full art, and I got a Gardenia full art. And then on top of that, I got a pretty good amount of just overall decent Pokemon from it. Like, I got two of the main one of the main new Pokemon that they built a theme deck around for the set is Empoleon, which is actually really, really good. And looks like it would be... I mean, I thought when I saw it, it seemed like it was going to be one of those cards that would be really, really good to build a deck around. And I got like 2 or 3 of those, as well as a bunch of Primplups and Piplups, so I was able to... I was pretty much able to build an entirely new deck based around that Empoleon, and I was playing a little bit. I was playing a little bit of TCG today versus Ladder with that new set, and it does some pretty good work. I was actually doing really well with it. I'm pretty happy with the cards that I got from it. Like, I just nearly for the first like maybe 25 to 30 packs, we were getting a ton of new cards. And then for the rest, we were usually only getting maybe 2 or 3 newer cards. For like the last like maybe 10 or 15. But I think for the most part, the amount of good like rare cards that we got was just was ridiculous. I honestly didn't expect me to, because I remember I read a few days beforehand that somebody said that they got a bunch of pre-release packs that they opened, and they were saying that they got really, really bad pulls. Like they were saying they basically they opened like I think like 20 or 30 packs or something like that, and they barely got anything from them, which worried me a wee bit. I was sitting there thinking to myself, for the past like 2 months, I've been planning on saving up all these tokens in the online game so that I could buy a bunch of packs and do a whole opening video. And I was just sitting there thinking, this is going to be so lame if I do all that. If I do all that to make this video, to open a bunch of packs, and then I just barely get like anything even interesting. But I guess that guy was just really unlucky. But yeah, we got fucking a ridiculous amount of good stuff from it. Especially that full art Cynthia. I feel like that's going to be a card that's I feel like that's going to be worth quite a lot. Unfortunately, the 50 of the packs I had were non-tradable ones, and I had 3 packs that were tradable. And I think the only really good card that I got from the 3 tradable packs was the Dawnwings Necrozma that I got. I think I got that from one of the tradable packs, which is probably still pretty good. That's something that I could probably trade for quite a few things if I wanted to. But I'm not sure if I even want to trade that, because it seems like a pretty good card to use. I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty happy with the stuff that I got. And then from the tokens I had left over and from the few games that I played, I was able to buy one of the theme decks. And right now I'm saving up to buy the other one. One of the theme decks is based around Empoleon, and the other one's based around Garchomp. So as soon as I get a few hundred more tokens in the game, I'll be grabbing that Garchomp theme deck as well, and then maybe might build a deck around that. So it seems the Garchomp set seems really good as well. Fucking hentai jumping up in levels above everybody else. We're about to fight Misty, so having Houndoom out there in front doesn't seem like the best idea. You just like hentai, it's totally normal. Yeah, totally. Everybody watches hentai, right? That's a normal thing. Here's a dog for you. Fine. Oh, hold on, I just remembered actually. What's her name? Fuck, what's her name? Is it Raina? Is it Raina? I think it's Raina Scully. Is her name? She's a YouTuber. I think that's who it is. She was on Rooster Teeth's Always Open podcast. Which is it's like mostly a female only podcast. They sometimes have guys on there, but it's like a mostly like female podcast, and they talk quite a lot about like sex and stuff on it. It's still a comedy podcast, but they talk about stuff like that on it. And I think they had that Raina Scully on it once. And I think when she was on it, she said that she actually is only ever been able to watch hentai as porn. Like, I think she said she's never been able to actually watch regular porn because she just doesn't like it or something. And she said like her whole life she's basically only ever watched, like, whenever she wants to like watch porn of any kind, it's always been hentai. And I was just like, wow, you know, I know there's some people out there who like watch hentai, but I've never thought about somebody who exclusively watches it and doesn't like watch any other kind of porn. And I found that really quite interesting that somebody like that exists. There's probably quite a lot. I mean, I imagine if she's like that, there's probably quite a few other people that are like that as well, which is quite interesting. Especially now that we live in a world where access to stuff like that is really easy. It would be a lot more common for people to be just into that kind of stuff, where they're only into like hentai rather than regular porn. Just thinking there. In fact, no. You know what? We're going to be fine in here. I was going to say that. Oh, in fact, you know what? I don't actually remember. Do we have Thunder Punch on Sabrina? I don't actually remember what punches we have on her right now. I think we actually only have Fire and Ice Punch on her. I was going to say if we have Thunder Punch, we can we can use Sabrina probably to take out Misty quite easily, but I actually don't think we even have Thunder Punch on her. So this fight against Misty actually might be a little bit annoying, because Razor Leaf's pretty much the only super effective attack against water types that we have. Won't be sweeping through Misty as easily as we did with Surge and Erica, that's for sure. Alright, Misty, let's see what you got. She also does have, I think, Lapras as one of her strongest Pokemon, which is going to be kind of annoying because that thing does carry Ice Beam. So we're going to have to watch out for that with Chia. Let me go for the Razor Leaf. I don't think they're really going to be using that many physical moves on me. Oh, oh, oh! Wow, that wasn't even a crit. I did a lot of damage. I did like nothing. It does nothing. Bam. Oh, there's the Lapras. Okay. Yeah, definitely gonna have to switch here. Question is, who do I want to switch to? I think I'll go to Hentai. Hit this thing with some Sludge Bomb. I'm hoping it doesn't carry Psychic. I know it can get Psychic through a TM, but I don't know if it actually has it. Even if it does, we should be able to tank it with Technical pretty easily. Or it can go for that bullshit. That's fine, we should be able to knock out Lapras in less than three turns anyway. Yeah, one more Sludge Bomb. Wow, really? Alright. That's how you want to play this? Okay then. Well, I'm not staying in to sit there frozen and die to fucking perish song. I like how she's not missed a single blizzard yet as well. Wow, that did a lot. Jesus Christ. I forgot she had a Quagsire. Alright, back to Chia. Rain Dance. That's fine. That's totally fine. Razor Leaf should deal with you no problem, and then our final Pokemon, Starmie, could be an issue. That thing is fast and it hits hard and it can have quite a variety of moves on it. So I don't really know what to expect from it. I'm going to stay in though. Oh, it has Ice Beam. Okay, I wasn't sure if it would have an ice move, but it does. That's actually scary. We did tank that pretty well though. I mean, we can easily tank another Ice Beam. Oh, come on. I actually don't know if that's even going to save her. Razor Leaf actually might potentially still knock her out from that range. And it did. Not even a crit. Bam. Good job, Chia. You fucking MVP of the match right there. Alright, that was a wee bit scary. Those blizzards and ice beams. Actually, we do have Giga Drain, but Giga Drain in this game isn't that great. It's only 60 power and only has 5 PP. So it's literally only a tiny bit stronger than Razor Leaf. But Razor Leaf does have the chance to crit. And the fact that it's only 5 PP is really, really annoying. Because it basically means I'm going to constantly run out of it. So I might put Giga Drain on for if Chia's still alive and we're going to go fight Red. I might put Giga Drain on for that one battle. Just for that little bit of extra damage, but for now I honestly would prefer to just keep Razor Leaf. Actually, the interesting thing is though, I think Hentai and Shikaka can actually both learn Giga Drain as well. So even if I don't want to put Giga Drain on Chia, I could just put it on one of those two. To be honest. Okay, so now that we're done with Cerulean, let's head back down and get our train ticket pass thing. Yes, in here. I don't remember if I have to speak to you two first, but go on it anyway. You understand what people do, blah 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 blah. Alright. Too lazy to walk around, just surf down. Oops. Oop. There we go. Yo! Give me that Clefairy. Just go to Mountain Moon on Mondays, dude. There's like a million Clefairy there. Alright, give me that pass. Yay. Awesome. Alright, now we can freely go to Kanto if we need to. Okay. I think I said after that we are going to head over here. We're going to go down the bike road to get to Fuchsia. Yeah. Head down the bike road, get to Fuchsia, and then go up this way. Right. Unfortunately, not as many trainers on this route as there are in the original. Fucking more Fearos, really? Why are there Spearos and Fearos on every single route? Why is that the only Pokemon we're finding? Oh my god. Right, you know what? Actually, hold on. I actually need to go take a quick bathroom break, so I'll be right back. And when I get back, hopefully we'll find something other than goddamn Fearo on this route. Okay, I'm back. I was gone so long it turned night time. I guess since it's night time now, maybe I'll have a better chance of finding something different than goddamn Firo here. Or we could just find nothing, really? There we go. Okay, what do we got? Not a Muck, a Grimer. I'll take a... wait. Oh yeah, we do actually already have a Grimer caught. I totally forgot about that. Is Grimer the only thing here? I get the feeling it might be. How is Grimer the only Pokemon that shows up on this route at night? That's so weird. I got a Muck as well. No. Alright, I guess maybe we just can't get an encounter here that's new. Alright. Rip. Amazing. God, we're getting quite a lot done in Kanto, though. I feel like we're kind of breezing through this really fast. I'm not sure how much we're going to get done today, but I think we're going to get a decent amount, though. Probably not enough to. Well, we're definitely not going to do enough today to finish like all the main stuff in Kanto. Especially the fight with Blue, because his team is like, I think his highest level is like 58 or 60. So before we fight him, we're definitely gonna have to do quite a lot of grinding. Unfortunately. Oops. I don't even know if we're gonna get enough done to get all the way to him though, because we still got all of this to do. We've got Fuchsia City to do, and then the walk from Fuchsia up to Lavender's pretty, even with there being less trainers than the original games, it's still pretty long getting up there. And then we have to get through. Then we have to get through Diglett Cave. We have to catch the Snorlax, and then we've got Pewter City Gym, as well as the stuff over towards Mount Moon, and then getting all the way down to Pallet Town, and then surfing all the way down to Cinnabar, and then going and fighting Blaine, and then the rest of the trainers that are in the water down there. And then there's a ton of grinding for Blue. Like that's a lot of stuff to get done. Way more than we've done at this, like up to this point, I would say. So I think we might get far enough to get to I think we might get far enough to get to maybe at least Pewter City though, before the end of tonight's stream. Which I think is pretty good, because that means tomorrow we could probably pretty much finish everything in Kanto except for the fight against Red. And then probably start grinding for the fight against Red. And then I think most of the stream on Tuesday will be us basically just grinding levels to fight Red. And then we might be able to finish, I think we... Unless we have a few Pokemon die, so that we have to like grind up newer ones before we get to the fight with Red. I think there's a good chance we might finish this on by Tuesday, which is not bad. But it all does depend on how many of our how many deaths we might possibly have between now and then. Because we're at the point in the game where having a Pokemon die it really is quite a big deal, because just in terms of how long it does take to try and get a new Pokemon leveled up. I mean, we were able to get Houndour leveled up from 18 to like 44 in like a half hour, which isn't too bad. But if we have like 2 or 3 Pokemon die in the fight against like Blue or something like that, that's gonna be like a good hour and a half, 2 hours just getting like the 3 new Pokemon trained up. And then after that it starts the training of actually getting everybody up to like levels with Red. So we gotta hope that we don't have really anybody dying. Otherwise it's gonna be God knows how long of us just grinding levels. I mean, it's especially bad because most of the encounters through Kanto are at the same level as they were in the originals, but a lot of the stuff we've been capturing is like under level 20. That's actually one of the nice things about doing a randomizer in this game, is that once you get to Kanto, you can go and grab the Super Rod, and if you fish anywhere with the Super Rod, every Pokemon you find will always be on level 40. So if you have a randomizer on, you have that ability to fish with the Super Rod to get a guaranteed level 40 Pokemon that won't just be a water type because it's randomized. Which is kind of a nice thing, because it means you can basically get a ton of encounters in Kanto and possibly a few in Johto if you missed a few fishing areas. You could potentially wait until you get the Super Rod and just get a ton of level 40 Pokemon, so that if you do have anybody die while in Kanto, you have a good selection of stuff to like pick between for replacements, so you don't have to do like as much grinding as normal. Which is pretty nice. I kind of wish we had that luxury here, but unfortunately we pretty much will only get water types through that, so not a ton of options for level 40 Pokemon yet. I'll buy some Ultra Balls for you, since we're actually running a bit low on Pokeballs. I'll buy some Hyper Potions as well while we're here. I think that's plenty. I don't think there's really anything else we can get here. I think the only thing really to do here is to just fight the gym. Which is gonna be a breeze. We are pretty much just gonna sweep through this whole place with no problem. Now, thing is, I do want to try and fight as many of the trainers in here as possible, and I never seem to remember which one the gym leader actually is. But hopefully I can fight enough of them without finding her, just so we can get as much experience out of this place as possible. Unfortunately, that does not work. You, the only... I'm pretty sure in this gym you have to talk to each one of them for them to fight you. I don't think they actually will fight you if you walk in front of them. I know it works like that in the original game. They'll fight you if you just walk in front of them. But the whole gimmick of this gym, they basically changed it to you having to try and find the gym leader, so you have to actually talk to them to fight them. Yeah, see? They'll look straight at you and not do anything, you have to actually speak to them. And then they do the whole spin thing and they're like, oh, I'm this person, no I'm not, haha, fooled you. I'm pretty sure it's definitely one of the ones in the middle section though, I know that. So we can fight the ones around the edges without having to worry about anything. You know what I just realised? I've not actually tested any of the hidden powers on our Pokemon that we put them on since we did it. I should probably do that just to actually try and figure out what type they are. Yeah, let's see. Try this on Nidoqueen. Normal against Nidoqueen. So it's not psychic, not ground, not fighting, not grass. No, it could be grass actually. It's not water, it's not ice. Interesting. No, well. No point in using hidden power on Nidoking. I'm gonna get the same result. There's just these two left? I think this is the gym leader. I think. Yep, okay. It's the bottom left one. Cool. We actually managed to fight all the trainers in here. Alright, Gloom. Let's see what you got. Hidden power! Boop! Oh, not very effective against Gloom. But it might actually be grass type then. If it was normal against Nidoqueen and not very effective against Gloom. I think it might be grass type. What other types does Gloom resist? Other than grass? It resists water, but we know it's not that. Yeah, I think it must be grass. I can't think of what else it would be, in all honesty. That's interesting. Grass hidden power on Houndoom? I mean, it gives us a super effective attack against water and ground types, which are two of his weaknesses. The only thing we have to worry about is how powerful the hidden power actually is. Because if it's weak, then it's not going to really help anyway, even if it is super effective. Alright, time to fight Janine. We don't even have to use something that's super effective. I really don't understand why they made her. I mean, why? Why is she so underleveled compared to everybody else? It's so weird. Ooh. It's too easy, too easy. I also love how you also gotta love how her strongest Pokemon in level is also like probably the weakest Pokemon on our team with like in terms of stats. Like Weezing and Crobat are both definitely much stronger than Venomoth. Maybe not, maybe Ariados maybe isn't, but it's so weird. Venomoth is her ace when she has two other poison types that are a lot stronger on her team. And we finally get Toxic. Yay! Oops. Not what I meant to do. Alright. Dunzo. Let's go get healed up. And then start heading up to Lavender Town. And hopefully on the way up there we can try and figure out what the hidden power type is of our other mons. I think I can say safely without a doubt that Houndoom's is grass type. Luckily there's quite a wide variety of trainers on this route, so we should have plenty of different types to test. Voltorb's a pretty easy one. Oh. Not very effective. That must be steel or electric then. If it's steel, that's kinda pointless because we have Iron Tail. And if it's electric, that's not great because Chicago's special attack is not good. Right, let's see if we can get anything here on the counter. Anything other than a goddamn Fearow. Although I don't think they're actually... I don't know if they actually spawn anywhere at night, so... Wow, you're really gonna taunt me with a Quagsire that I can't have because it died? Fuck you, game. Give me something else that I can actually catch. Noctowl, we already have one of those. Okay, why are there only like one or two different Pokemon in every route? We can't seem to ever find any variety of stuff. Why did I have a Venonat as well? Are we at that point now where we just have like nearly every Pokemon caught? that we can like find. Venomoth, the odd type of Venonat. Maybe the case of us having to come back to these areas during the day to actually find different stuff. If you're gonna make a Quagsire appear, at least make it shiny so I can actually catch it and use it. I don't think we're gonna get anything new here. No. Well. Okay, so it is electric. Actually, didn't do that bad of damage. Although, probably not use. Probably not going to use that too much. I mean, the only Pokemon I could use that against where it would actually maybe do good damage would be Gyarados and Mantine, just because it's 4 times effective against those two. Other than that, that's probably going to be pretty useless for us. Maybe. It's nice to find somebody who's actually got somewhat of an okay leveled Pokemon. Well, I think that's one thing you gotta commend Heart Gold and Soul Silver for, is that they at least tried to like boost some of the levels, especially in the post game. Like, we're in the post game where we've clearly got a team that's over level 40 because we beat the Elite Four, and all of the regular trainers we're fighting are still like under 30. Like, come on. There's like no challenge at all. They're basically just all fodder to get experience from. Another PP up. I guess like 4 or 5 of them I've got now. Bang. Yeah. Fearos. Sick of the sight of Fearos. I've seen that thing too much. Do you know what I've just realised actually? This is going to be the first time we've actually used Shikaka like in any battles during the stream tonight. I just kind of realised that. I don't know why we've not used them all night. Alright, let's see what your hidden power is. Not very effective against Psyduck. Huh. So it's either water, ice, or steel? Or fire? Water, ice, steel, or fire? I think those are the only types that your water types resist, aren't it? Water, ice, fire, and steel. Interesting. I'm not sure which one of those I would actually like on Crobat, to be honest. Alright. Let's see if we can find it. I know you can... There's like a 1% chance to find chances here, but I think that's only during the day, so... More Quagsires! Why you taunt me like this? Game! Just give me something else that I can actually catch. Is this really just got the same stuff? It's literally just Quagsires and Noctowls? Fuck's sake. I think that's literally... And then the Venonats and... Is it literally just the same Pokemon on both of these routes? I think it is. You know what? I'll check. I want to see if there's even any point in me coming back here during the day to get anything, or if it's just completely pointless even try to catch stuff on these routes. The Generation 2. On the previous route, there's Nidorinos and Nidorinas during the day, so we could get a Nidorino and get a Nidoking if we want one. Pidgeotos, can't get those. Hellpoops, get those. And then, yeah, wow. The only Pokemon that we can catch on the previous route is Nidorinos during the day, and then Chanseys, which show up anytime, but only have a 1% chance to show up. And then I'm going to imagine Route 14 is the same by the looks of things. Yep, Nidorino, Nidorina, Chansey. And then Pidgeotto, Hopper, Skipple, and Quag. Yep. Exact same. So we can come back to one of these routes during tomorrow's stream and get a Nidorino, and that's pretty much it. Because I'm not going to spend forever looking for a 1% Chansey. Because one, don't know how long that'll take, and two, Chansey's not actually something I would plan on using, so... Oh well. Oh, I should have probably actually used hidden power there. Could have found it if it was or else could have thingied it down a wee bit. Whittle the choices down. Oh, here we go, Charmander, you'll be a good test for this. Super effective. It must be water type then. It wouldn't be ice or fire or steel against Charmander, obviously, if it's super effective. Water type then. Interesting. Actually, not a bad choice. Again, Shikaka's biggest weaknesses are as like rock and ground types that are like really defensive and can possibly, you know, resist our attacks and have super effective attacks against us. So having a water type hidden power is actually not too bad. I will take that. It's actually a somewhat useful kind of type. Let's actually see how much this does. Well, that's actually a one-shot, a Sand Slash. This is like 20 levels lower. not really a good way of testing the power of it on Pokemon that are like 20 levels lower than you. And that have really, really weak special defenses. Oh, so there's gotta be like 5 Pikachus. You know, I'm just gonna speed through this fight as well. Because it's just gonna be me using return over and over and over again. Christ. There was a hidden vitamin in there. Just couldn't remember where. There we go. I guess the entire team on 48 now. Yee. Okay. Can we actually get anything new on this route? Or is it going to be literally the same again? Why? Why the 3 routes in a row that literally have just the exact same Pokemon on all 3? Oh. Never mind, there's that 1% chancey. I guess we might as well try and catch it. I don't know how the fuck I'm gonna do that. Actually, it might actually be able to tank an Icy Wind from us. Even though we are 23 levels above. Right, Doggo, what do you got? No. Special attacks 92. 9. This hidden power water actually would probably do less. Oh my god, that's soft boiled. I'm just gonna do this just to see how much it does. If it knocks out, it knocks it out. Like I said, I'm not gonna plan on using this thing, so. Wow, that did like not. Oh yeah, because I got the King's Rock. Wow, 2 flinches in a row. Erect. Damn, really? This thing's actually going to be a pain in the arse to catch. Okay, you know what? Just to hopefully slow that down from happening. Hit yourself. Okay. Come on, chance to get caught. Don't be a bitch. Ow, really? Oh god. It's gonna end up killing itself before we get a chance to catch it. Oh, come on! Oh god, okay. Well, it's not confusing anymore, but that doesn't mean it could potentially just heal itself. Why are you so hard to catch? How were people expected to catch this thing with Safari Balls in the original game, with its catch rate as ridiculous as that? What? I guess maybe they could have changed its catch rate in this gen since they made it, like, available to just find? There we go. Hey. Chansey. Yeah, it really can be found. Got that right. But I don't want to kill Chansey. Hey, Delta Cloverfield, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Let's try to figure out a name for this Chansey that we just caught. You know what? I am going to call you Sunny. Seems like a somewhat appropriate name. Alright, Route 12. Getting close to Lavender. Only a little bit left to go. I think that's the second calcium we got. I guess I might as well actually use that. Let's see. Put one on Houndoom. And then I will put one on Tentacruel. Yeah. Alright. Finally gonna get our hands on a Super Rod as well. Which I guess could be handy if we if Hentai dies at any point and we need a replacement water type, then the Super Rod would be pretty handy to go around and try and find something to replace that's actually on a decent level, so we don't have to do a ton of grinding. Roar. Yeah, we did. Our shiny Gyarados died. We actually didn't manage to catch the red Gyarados because we put it down to low health, and it was using Thrash, so it confused itself, and then it had itself in confusion and died. Basically killed itself before we got a chance to actually catch it. Very unfortunate. But I did catch a Magikarp at some point as well. So if we want to have a Gyarados, we can get one quite easily. It's just it's unfortunate that we didn't get the one shiny Pokemon guaranteed in this game. Oh god, just on the name of his Pokemon. Yeah, one of them's barely not safe for work. A little bit. Oh my god. Okay, if you just have Magikarp, I'm just speeding through this fight. Jesus. Oh no, you have a Quillfish. That completely... I was gonna say completely tanks all of my attacks, but still were able to knock... Oh, really? Got your own Tentacruel? Right, actually better going for the Sludge Bomb. Go for that physical damage. Yeah. No. Maybe. Didn't we just fight a guy called Martin? I swear the previous guy was called Martin as well. Or am I just imagining things? Like all the fishermen on this route are just called Martin. If your name's not Martin, you're not allowed to fish on this area. Gwah! Good line. Oh wait. There must be a hidden item over here. Yeah. Another elixir, because we need more of those. Not like I have like 6 or 7 elixirs and ethers sitting in the PC and doing absolutely nothing. Alright. We finally made it to Lavender Town for actually the second time because we were here earlier looking for something. But never mind that. We got here! Yeah! Bum 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 bum. Alright. Let's grab a radio card. Upgrade. And then I think there's a couple of trainers we can actually fight before we leave. There's a few above us, and a few to the west area. We'll go and fight them first, before we jump back to Viridian. I'm going to leave, I'm not going to fight Sabrina now, I'm going to leave her until we fight, until we've done everything else. Up to Cinnabar. I think once I get to Cinnabar, we'll fly back to Saffron and fight Sabrina. Because I think I remember her being slightly higher leveled, but I want to make sure the team's like kind of prepared for that. And then after we fight her, we'll go back to Cinnabar and then go fight Blaine and stuff. Hey, Delta Cloverfield, thank you for the follow, man. I appreciate it. Oop, Tilly, have you got a waterstone for me? No? Alright, well, piss off then. Not interested in your life. I might actually pop into the rock tunnel as well here, just to get an encounter. I'm not going to explode it, because one, I don't think there's anything really worthwhile in there. Plus, you need a flash to actually see where you're going. And I don't really feel like giving flash to any of my mons, so we're just gonna walk in there, wander a bit in the dark, get an encounter, and then leave. Right, just those two. Alright, what do we got? Oh, sweet as Zubat. Who would have expected anything else? Well, we have Dupe's Claws, so... Yep. I think you can actually get Wild Kangaskhan in here, which would be pretty nice. I'm trying to think what else we would find in here. I think most of the other Pokemon you find in here we've already caught. Like, I think you can get Cubones in here, but we already have a Marowak. And then obviously there's Geodude, but we have a... Wait, did we actually... Hold on. Did I actually ever catch a Geodude or a Graveler? We've obviously never caught a Geodude. Wait, did I actually ever catch a Graveler? I can't actually remember. I remember I think we got one as an encounter in the last stream, but I don't remember if we actually caught it or if it exploded on us. I think it might have exploded on us, which means Geodude would be an encounter here since we don't actually have any of its evolution line. I mean, I might as well just... I'll catch it, and then I'll go look. If we do have a Graveler, then I'll release the Geodude and we'll come back here and try and look for something else. But I'm actually, yeah, I'm just actually thinking I don't think we actually have a Geodude or a Graveler, so... Oh well. It's a little disappointing. I was kind of hoping we would get lucky enough to get Kangaskhan as an encounter in here, because I think you can actually find them in here, but... Oh well. That's fine. Now, what do I want to call you? What do I want to call a female? Oh, female Geodude. Perfect name. Cleavage. And for anyone wondering why, because cleavage is also a term used in geometry. Or geology. Not geometry. Not geometry. Geology. That's the one I meant. I know stuff. I'm not dumb, I swear. Fucking geology. Fucking geometry. Yes, they totally use the word cleavage when talking about shapes, Red. That's obviously a thing. You dumbass. God damn it. Let me see. I don't think we have one. No, we don't. Alright, cool. Kind of weird that we... So, it's very strange that we got this far into the game. This far into the game before we managed to catch a Geodude. When there's like... God knows how many areas up to this point where Geodude is like one of the most common Pokemon to find. And we just somehow never caught one. We either always found other Pokemon to catch instead, or the Geodude or Graveler would explode on us when we tried to catch it. Like every time. A weirdly common Pokemon not to have to this point. Walk. God, Muck's sprite in this game is so weird. I actually really like Muck, but I feel like I've never really liked the sprite in this game for Muck. It just looks awkward, the angle that it's standing at. Like, it looks like it's got like... It looks like it's only got one arm, and the head is just like giant compared to everything else. Very strange. Oh, actually, you know what? We can get an encounter in here as well. I never actually got one when we were on this route before. I don't know if we can find anything new here or not, but we might as well look. Abra, we already have one of you on the team, buddy. Oh, we've had, you know what? I think in Neg we might actually be able to find Ghastlies here, which we do not have one of yet, so that would be nice. Not fucking Noctowl. How many goddamn routes are you on, Noctowl? Jesus Christ. Well, we did actually catch a Meowth earlier. Alright, I get the feeling we're not going to get anything new here. We do already have a Hoot Hoot, and a Meowth, and an Abra, so... Is there nothing else? Yeah, I don't think there's anything new here actually. I always thought there was Ghastlies and Haunters here though. I guess I was mistaken. Maybe like Heart Gold and Soul Silver that they added them in here or something. Ah well. Rip. And they got the fucking red, blue and green bikers here. Right, so just gotta fight these guys and then we can head back to Viridian, get Snorlax, and then head to Pewter. Looks like Hentai's going to be our first mon up to level 50 as well. And we're doing pretty well on level wise, I think, right now. I think by the time we get to the point where we're going to be fighting Blue, I think the team's probably going to be around 52ish overall. We're not actually going to have to do a ton of training against him. The only issue is, I think by the time we get to Blue, the only place, I think still at that point, the only place to really train is still like Victory Road, which is pretty bad to be training against Pokemon. Like the only place for us to really train was somewhere with wild Pokemon that are like 20 levels below us at that point. But I don't think there's anywhere else we can really train other than there. Like I think that's genuinely the highest level wild Pokemon we can battle to gain levels. Because obviously you can't get to Silver. Obviously can't get to Mount Silver until after we have all the badges, so... Oh, that's unfortunate. Although actually there might be... I wonder. It's maybe possible that the... Pokemon that we find surfing around Cinnabar might be potentially higher leveled, and will probably, like if they're in like their 30s, I think it will probably just be like Tentacles and Tentacruels. But if they're like in their 30s, then that actually might be a better place to train, because I think they will probably give us more experience than the Gravelers and stuff, and Victory Road. Oh no, I think my stream just died. God fucking damn it, I was really hoping this wasn't going to happen today. No, my actual internet dropped. Great fun. Now, here's the issue for people who may be watching on YouTube. The issue here is... Oh no, it just came back on. Well, my internet did. Is the stream gonna pop back on now? On its own? It should do, I think. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. I think the stream should be live again. Yeah, looks like we're live. Yep, yeah, we're back. Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. So, here's the thing. My internet... If you're not live... Okay, hold on. If it's not live for you, refresh page. Yeah, so... Here's the thing. My internet... yeah, last night, it was actually dropping, like, quite often throughout the night. Like, it would drop for, like, 10-15 seconds, and then it would just come back on. It was doing that a lot last night, and then it was doing it quite a bit this morning as well. But from, like, 1 o'clock up to the point where I started streaming, it wasn't doing it at all anymore. So I thought maybe it was fixed, and maybe it wasn't like gonna be doing it anymore, but it looks like it is still doing it. So I think I might have to phone up my internet provider tomorrow and try and see what's going on. Hopefully it won't drop again until the end of the stream. Speaking of that, I know we just kind of got disconnected and came back, but I have to go take another bathroom break, so I will be right back, guys. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. Fucking internet dying, and then I had to go take a bathroom break as well. Sorry about that. Hopefully, yeah, but hopefully the internet will stay okay until we finish things up tonight. Okay, next thing, Vermilion. Time to head to Viridian City. But first, or not Viridian, Pewter City even. But first, we gotta get this big fat ass out the way. Burp. I'm not even going to attempt to catch you normally, Snorlax. You are immediately just getting master balled. Because one, because you're ridiculously overpowered in this game, and I don't want to risk not getting you. Plus you're actually going to be really annoying to catch, with the fact that you have rest and leftovers. Yeah, Snorlax the sleeping Pokemon. Alright. What do we want to call you, Snorlax? Call it Red Gaming, how dare you? That's so rude. We call them Chubs. Chubs. Yeah. Alright. And then we can also get a encounter in here, which is obviously going to be a Diglett. What the hell else is going to be in here? We're on level 4. Like, look at that, the levels are actually lower. That's what I don't get. Like, it's not that the levels are the same as they were in the first game, which makes them a lot lower than you. They're actually lower. Why are the Digletts in here on level 4 when in the original Kanto games they were like usually between like 15 and 25-ish, and then you even had the Dugtrios on 29. Like, what the hell, man? Could you just get caught though? Really don't want to be wasting this many Ultra Balls on you, Diglett. Not gonna lie. You can either get caught or I'm just gonna kill you. There we go. Yeah, it's female, but I'm just already kind of decided on this name. Gonna call you Balls. All you had to do was threaten it. Yeah, pretty much. Give it that threat and all of a sudden it was like, okay, I'll stay in the ball. Oh. Really? After I just got a level 4 Diglett, the game's like, oh, here's a level 32 Dugtrio, by the way. God damn it. Fuck you, game. Just taunting me with that shit. That's ridiculous. The actual taunt of that. I swear the game's just laughing at me at that point. Fucking goddamn it. I don't think we're going to find anything new here. I know one thing you can find in this route is Pikachus, but we do already have a Pichu. Already have a Spinarak as well. Yeah, I highly doubt we're going to find any new Pokemon in this route. It's probably all going to be stuff we've seen before, to be honest. Yeah, screw it. Alright, well, the only thing really to do here is fight Brock. Yeah, choose Chia probably for this fight. I think most of the Pokemon Brock actually has are 4 times weak to grass anyway. Like I think nearly every Pokemon he has in his team is either grass ground or grass, or not grass, either rock ground or rock water. So I think yeah, might be able to just kind of one-shot everything in his team. At least I think so. I think his team's like Kabuto, or Kabutops, Ultimastar, Onyx, Rhyhorn and Golem, I think? Oh no, he's not even got a Golem, he's got a Graveler. Jesus. Or Brock. Didn't even give him fully evolved Pokemon, really? Like, there's no reason for that Graveler not to be evolved. Roar roar. Rip. God. So far Misty's the I think so far Misty is the only gym leader that I've not just had one Pokemon wipe through completely. He's the only one that's actually made me use more than one Pokemon for the fight, I think. Jesus. In fact, you know what? No, Surge made me use a couple of different Pokemon as well. Now that I think about it. But I mean, that was, and to be fair, that was only because I was overestimating the fight. If I literally just started with Tauros on the fight with Surge, I would have been able to just one-shot his entire team as well, without any problems. But Misty's the only one that's actually been difficult enough to make me have to use more than one. Everybody else, I've either been able to just one-shot, or I could have just one-shot with one Pokemon if I just, you know, used the right one. Didn't even touch me. That's just embarrassing. They could have at least gave him a fucking Aerodactyl. But he had something to try and counter the grass weaknesses in his team as well. Jesus. Yeah, and then Hentai will just wreck Blaine on Heroin. So. Well, he's just ridiculous. And then Doggo's gonna probably just wreck Sabrina on his own. Just crunch everything. Well, in fact, you know what? No, we can't. We can't crunch everything. We can Faint Attack everything, which honestly still might be strong enough to just like sweep through her whole team. I don't think she really has anything that can even hurt Houndoom, unless she happens to have a Pokemon with like a fighting move on it or something. But I don't think she does. I'm pretty sure her team is like Mr. Mime, Alakazam, and God, I don't even know what else. But I think she just has 3 pure psychic types. Oh. I'm pretty sure she does. I'm pretty sure 2 of her Pokemon are Mr. Mime and Alakazam. Like, I'm sure about that. I think. I'm pretty sure she only has like 3 Pokemon as well. Oh, you know what it might be? It's maybe Espeon. That's what it might be. It might be like Espeon, Mr. Mime and Alakazam. That actually sounds right. Not 100% on that, but I think that sounds right to me though. Jimmy. Yeah, he did. And the question is there anything in the grass that's actually new? But actually, in fact, yeah, no. I was going to say there might be Jigglypuffs or Clefairies in here, but maybe Clefairy or maybe Jigglypuffs, but Jigglypuff might also be a Pokemon that only shows up during the daytime, to be honest. Yeah, it's kind of looking like it's just Rattatas and Zubats. Yeah, I think so. God, we've barely actually found any Pokemon in Kanto to catch. Just there've been so many routes where it's just been like only 2 or 3 Pokemon there that we already have. Mostly because it's fucking nighttime and apparently there's no Pokemon that show up at nighttime. Like the same 3 Pokemon through the entire region when it's night. Alright, well, before we go in there we should probably be prepared. I'm pretty sure... I think he starts with Sneasel? Let's see. Look who it is. It's chat. Alright, what do you guys got? I'm pretty sure his team is... I think it's Sneasel, Magneton, Alakazam, Gengar, his starter, and Crobat? I think that's his team. Yeah, the only thing that's going to be... the only thing stopping us from finishing this tomorrow is the fact that we got to do a shit ton of grinding to actually fight Red. Going to be pretty much the only thing that's stopping us. Doesn't even have, you know what? Doesn't even have a Crobat. Fucking Golbat still. Jesus. Ooh. Oh, so the Typhlosion already? Yeah, I would have power was grass, I think, so that's going to be pretty pointless. Oh, that's actually so close to being a 2-hit KO. On like 1 HP? Oh, the smokescreen, huh? That's not really going to save yet. I just actually realised Houndoom actually wrecks the rest of his team. Faint attack on Gengar and Alakazam and then Flamethrower on his Magneton. Even our rivals getting wiped with 1 Pokemon. This whole region has just been us wiping out boss fights with just one single Pokemon. God. And before we beat Red with one Pokemon. Although I don't know if we have anybody in the team that would be strong enough to actually do that, to like have a moveset variety to actually like take out all of his Pokemon. I don't think that's possible. Would be pretty funny though, if we somehow managed to pull that off. Alright. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and say the only Pokemon in here that's new that we could probably get is a Clefairy. Speaking of... Hey, old Mega Man, how's it going, man? You were here the other day. Oh, welcome back. Oh, Clefairy, could you not? Just get caught. I don't have any way of hurting you, unfortunately. 2, 3. There you go. And I might be here all day just throwing balls at you. Name for a Clefairy. Just gonna call it Luna. Because of the moon. Oop. That's not where I wanted to go. Use a repel. I can't actually remember if there's any items in here. Unfortunately, I can't do this little event because it's not Monday. Ah, this freaking woman isn't even here. And that just takes us back here. Alright. Well, back to Pewter we go. I'd probably name it Alan after Alan Carr. What? What's Alan Carr got to do with Clefairy? Jesus. He is a very flamboyant man, I'll give you that. Gotta love this amazing recreation of Viridian Forest that they made. I'm not even gonna bother looking at the grass in those routes, because I can guarantee the only things there are gonna be like Pidgeys and Rattatas. I think we're just gonna be wasting our time if I even try and look. Well. But catch your dog. We actually might have enough time left to fight Sabrina in this as well. Because I was gonna wait until we get down to Cinnabar and then go and fight her. But I think by the time we have left, we might have enough time to get down there and then go fight her, and then the only thing left for us to really do after that would be just Blaine and Blue, and that's it. Well, not that's it, but that's it before we have to get prepared for Red. At least we know Red won't have a Kyogre with sheer cold. Yeah, that's a plus. I'm actually kind of glad as Kyogre had that moveset, because if it didn't try and spam sheer cold the entire time we fought it, if it actually used like normal moves against us, it probably would have been even worse. Because it took so long, it actually took us so long to actually try and take that thing down. And the only reason we were able to take it down so easily is because it just spammed sheer cold. It managed to hit it once, but it basically wasted like 4 turns doing nothing. I don't know how to name him though. I think this guy just gives us Nightmare, doesn't he? Oh no, Dreamier. It was a Nightmare. Alright. Down to Pallet Town we go. Oh, Rattata, what a surprise. Who would have thought that's what we would find in Route 1? You really gonna poison me like that? It's rude. Right, what do you got? Cool trainer. I kinda love the idea though, that after 2 years, if a new trainer actually comes out of Pallet Town, they get their starter off of Professor Oak. Like, oh yay, my level 5 Squirtle, let's go on an adventure. And then immediately runs into this chick who's just got a level 38 Ivysaur. And he's just like, what? How can I possibly get by this? Just a couple of asshole trainers hanging outside the fucking a starting town where people get their first Pokemon with like ridiculously over-leveled stuff. So they have no chance of winning. Hey, it's a Pallet Town. Go talk to Oak. Yo. Alright, good of you. Come all the way from Kanto, what do you think of the trainers here? Here, pretty tough, huh? Yeah. Okay. What is our Pokédex? 200 seen, 58 caught. Or 58 owned. 58 owned. That's not bad. I think we can get... Can we get healed from you? Damn it. Can I sleep in Red's bed? Nope. Did Oak have a healing machine? Or is there just no way to heal it? There's just no way to heal here. Okay, well, rip. Alright, Route 21. Route 20 done. Route 21. What do we got? It's fucking rat. Really? Another Rattata? Game. Why you have nothing new for me? Tangela, there we go. There's something new that we haven't caught before. Can actually maybe hit this thing with a couple of hidden powers. Wow, I actually didn't. I actually did. A lot more than I thought it would. Maybe our hidden... The hidden power on Shikaka might actually have decent power on it. If it did that much to a Tangela, it'd be not very effective. I mean, I know it's 19 levels lower, but still. Oh, come on. Alright, gonna have to confuse him and try and get him to damage himself just so we can try and catch him here. There you go. Alright, can you actually get caught now, please? Didn't think a Tangler would be this much trouble, to be honest. Where's your catch rate, though? Thank you. Stay in the goddamn ball, you fucking ball of spaghetti. What the fuck? Why? Why you're being so why is a Tangela being so tough to catch? What the hell? What the fuck? Great ball maybe? Just cause? Fuck it. Actual... What the... You... Actual prick. Actual prick. I wasted like 7 Ultra Balls in that fucker and then he just runs away. Alright, I see how it is. What a piece of shit. That is so infuriating. What the fuck, man? Goddamn Tangela. I don't know why he wouldn't get caught. Why is his catch rate so ridiculous? It's like in red health, throwing Ultra Balls and he was just like, nope, not having it. God damn it. One of the few games that actually lets you battle trainers on land if you're standing in front of them in the water, which I always appreciated. Don't really get why they took that out of some of the future games. Kinda makes no sense. Oh, you're about to have a bad time, Tentacruel. Pew 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 pew. Face the hoops. Is that? Oh, I was gonna say. I was going to say, is there only 3 fucking... There's only 2 trainers on the way down to Cinnabar? I guess not. I guess there's 3. My bad. Oh, Quagsire. There's so many Quagsires in this game, and I feel like the fact that ours died just makes it hurt even more that we're seeing so many of them now. Oh, Octillery. Octillery, one of the few Pokemon, one of those kind of Pokemon that are pretty kind of useless in the game, but actually like really useful in the TCG. Hey, Cinnabar Island. Yo. See ya. Another candy. Alright. Get healed up. But you know what, while they're here, I'll deposit some of these items that I got. Rare candy, deposit that. What? No, no, not the nugget, that was a mistake. Where's Doggo's speed? Let's sell the rest of these items. Alright. Now, before we go and try and fight Blaine, let's go and actually deal with Sabrina, shall we? Oops. By the way, tubes. Some nugget. No die hit, and the max revive. Okay. Oh, do you know what I should actually have done? Came in here and grabbed this focus band. I might as well actually give that to somebody. I'm just gonna give it to Doggo. You never know, it could actually save his life. Oops. I think we're going to have enough time to just basically finish this gym and that'll be it for the night. I think that's pretty good though. I think that's some pretty good progress to make. Alright, Houndoom, this is your time to shine. Can we have another Pokemon just sweep all the way through a gym leader with no problems? I feel like possibly not. If we were one level higher and actually had Crunch, we might have been able to, but I think with the fact that we only have Feint Attack and the fact that these guys have actually probably got decent special defense, we might be shit out of luck for that, but we can at least still try. I think this will still a 2-hit KO on most of our Pokemon. Oh, nearly a 1-hit KO on the fucking Espeon. I was a 52? I thought it was 51. Okay, that's fine. So, was I right? Espeon, Alakazam, and if our third Pokemon is Mr. Mime, then I guess... Yeah, I guess then I was actually right about our team, even though I wasn't actually 100% sure about it. Wow, get wrecked. Yeah, Mr. Mime. I guess I actually did remember, I just wasn't 100% sure about it. Well, another sweep, I think. Unless Mr. Mime pulls something out of his arse. That is another easy win for us. Unfortunately, this is not Gen 4, so didn't really have Focus Blast or anything like that on any of these. GG, too easy. Just runs through all these gym leaders. Alright. I'll get healed up. We're on Cinnabar, so I think that is going to be us for the night, guys. Tomorrow, when we come back on, we will go over and fight Blaine, and then probably get the team leveled up to fight Blue. And then after that, the rest of the stream's probably going to be us just trying to grind the team up high enough so that we can finish the game and go fight Red. But thank you guys for watching tonight's stream. I hope you had a good time. And I will see y'all tomorrow for more Pokemon Crystal. I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.